So I did a thing. Yep. Nike by you. It's for real. YouTube, what is good, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Timeless Sneakers and Watches. Did you miss me? I know. It's been about a month since I posted my last video, and I apologize, but I've been doing the daddy duty job. You know, kids in travel ball. The weekends are packed with back-to-back games, and unfortunately just leaves me no time to record, even though I've been dying to get in front of the camera, and I have tons and tons of content coming your way. I mean, I have SD cards backed up and just sneakers and watches, and I promise to try to start delivering more content a little bit more frequent. So if you're into watches, if you're into sneakers, my name is Omar, and this is the channel for that. So make sure you subscribe. Yeah, so I did a thing. You guys can, yeah, you can hear the boxes are falling. They're all tipping over. So Nike by you. You know, we all know it's such a cool option that Nike gives us on the website, and you know, the Air Force One. It's just one of those sneakers that is super iconic, right? It's one of those that, you know, just is timeless, no pun intended. And you know, between the Jordan 1, the Dunk Low, and the Air Force One, they're very, very similar. I mean, they give you similar vibes, and so there's a couple sneakers out there that you know, I've been wanting for a long time, but I refuse to pay the thousands and thousands of dollars. So one night, as we all do, right, just scrolling through our phone at midnight, I went on to Nike.com. I went to Nike by you because I like to customize my own shoes, and I came across the Air Force One, and I started thinking, hey, maybe I should put some stuff together and share it with the fam, and share it with, you know, YouTube, and kind of get their reaction, see what they think about it. And so for this video, I chose three models, not models, but configurations, right, that I put together based and inspired by, you know, very hyped Jordan 1 silhouettes out there. So let's get into it. I hope you guys like my three configurations and my three, you know, custom models or custom shoes. So yeah, so obviously Nike by you guys, it's no secret, right? When you guys order, you guys will get this box here, plain white, Nike by you. Sometimes they'll put your name on here. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll put the silhouette, I'm gonna cover it, of the shoe. Sometimes they don't, and I think it just depends on what factory makes the shoe. But obviously there's three Jordans that I mentioned that I used as inspiration, and it was the Travis Scott Jordan 1, it was the two Union Jordan 1 highs, the Storm Blue, and then of course the Black Toe. So let's start off with this one. Boom! I think this turned out to be pretty cool. For 120 bucks, you know, it was fun to make. You know, that's what these cost me, 120 bucks. Now the thing by Nike by you is that they sell out, and I know it's crazy, but they sell out of options. And so you might go in there tonight or tomorrow and say, hey, I kind of want to, you know, make that same configuration. But sometimes, you know, the stitching options, the colors change, they run out of the red, or they run out of, you know, the black. And so it's one of those things you have to constantly check or be checking if you want to configure a shoe to your liking, because they do swap materials, they do swap options. And so the day that I went on there, lucky enough, they had actually a plethora of options, which I was shocked. And so I was able to mess around. And so yeah, so this is the first one. This one is inspired by the Jordan Union High, the Jordan 1 Black Toe, right? So as you guys can see here, you know, I went very, very similar color scheme. You know, the leather on these for 120 bucks, it's okay. Nothing, you know, spectacular, nothing crazy, but really well built. As you guys can see here, I went with the black toe guard, white toe box, and then I went with this sail midsole. Lucky enough, I was able to choose the red outsole, which I think obviously just gives it that look. I was able to use a white tongue, and it's leather. So the tongue is actually leather. It's not nylon, which is nice. And then obviously, right, the Union has that gold stitching or that gold embroidery as well. And so I figured, hey, let's do the Nike in the back gold. And so that was the hit, right? And then I went with the sail laces. And honestly, guys, I'm pretty stoked. I mean, you guys can see here on foot, they look pretty good. And again, you can never go wrong with an Air Force One. And so, yeah, that was the first one. The second one, continuing with this whole Union theme, I went with the Storm Blue. And another one that I really, really enjoyed how it came out. I was able to choose, you know, this royal blue, which I think is very, very similar to the actual storm blue that they used on the Union Jordan 1. And as you guys can see here, I went blue all the way around, except for the back. That was the hit of red and gold that I used, you know, to give it that touch of the Union. Same thing, right? White toe box. I was able to go with a sail midsole. Now, the only thing is I wish the sail they used on here was a bit more eggshell. I feel like this is very, very light. So sometimes in certain light, it looks white, but I mean, you could tell the difference. I mean, you guys can see the white from, you know, the midsole. It's a little, you know, more vintage sail color. I went with what they had as gold laces, and again, I think this turned out good. It's giving me the vibes. It's giving me the feels. As you guys can see it on feed here, I think it looks great. And again, I spent 120 bucks versus what, like $1,200 or $1,400 on the actual Jordan 1. Now, I know, it's the vibes. That's what we were going for. The vibes is what we wanted, and I feel like we got them. You know, I was able to do the blue outsole, which again, I feel like these just turned out great. And the last one of the, you know, more hyped shoes out there, based off of the Travis Scott Jordan collab. And yeah, again, the options were there. And so since the options were there, I was messing with the color options. And yeah, I think this one turned out awesome too. Again, the sail, I mean, as you guys can see on the swoosh here, it's not as dark or as, you know, eggshell. I wish it was a little bit darker, but you could tell the difference a little bit. It's still, you know, you can tell it's not white, which is awesome. We hit it with the pink laces, you know, Travis Scott shoes, pink laces, it's a must, right? And so I feel like that gives it the full vibe. I was able to do the blue outsole, which was nice. And again, you guys can see it on feet here. I think they look good. They're giving me the vibes. It's giving me the feels without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. And so for 120 bucks, guys, I mean, you have some pretty cool options. And I have to say, I'm happy with the outcome. I love how these came out. I love how they look. And so I would highly recommend, guys, you know, constantly go on to Nike.com, go to Nike by You, search Nike by You, and it'll give you the option of all the shoes that you can customize. And, you know, sometimes you can come up with some really, really cool stuff. So just a quick video, wanted to share that with you. Let me know which one is your favorite out of the three that I made. Which one would you rock? And then let me know if you guys would like to see a part 2. I have some other options and some things that I'd like to, you know, put together based on some more hype shoes out there that I think, again, man, it's such a solid alternative. I mean, this black toe, I mean, this looks so good. Personally, I think this looks great. And so let me know, maybe part 2, I'll share some other inspired, you know, Air Force Ones. I have a lot of Air Force Ones now. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. And yeah, till next time, peace.